thought we were just doing samples, eh? No. We're also here to dance. How are you guys doing? How's it going? How you been? How's life? How's your weekend? What are you guys talking about? What are you feeling? Let's get this thing going. So, today is going to be a little bit of a different stream. I'm not going to do any, I'm not going to say I'm not going to do leather work. I don't really know what we're going to do. But what I do know is that we're going to do some samples. I know that for a fact. We're going to go through some samples today. You guys are going to pick some stuff that you want in the future. First and foremost, dad hands. What's up? We got to, I've already had to rock someone out of the chat. It's just amazing. It's like people already spam live streams. It's just like, what are we talking about here? You know what I mean? First and foremost, how are my levels? Sarah, how are my levels? Turbo, how are my levels? Is it nice and crispy on the mic? Hello, EDC newbie, what's going on? I thought you said hello. I had my screen, it was half cutting off, it cut off the H, so all I saw was LOL. How's it going? Nice to see you guys. Welcome to the stream. Levels are good? Okay, cool. I gotta take these things off then. I don't think I can do that with headphones in the whole time. It's a little too locked in, if you know what I mean. I gotta have some ambiance, some ambient sound going on. I was dancing just to myself before I even turned on the live stream. And Gus walks up by my side and totally just scared the shit out of me. I didn't even know he was right there until he touched my leg. So that was nice. But yeah, nice to see you guys. We're going to go over some samples here. We're going to go over some leather. I've got a bunch of Lafarc samples to go through. And I want to see what you guys think for options. And I want to actually go through these as well. And I want to choose some options. I've even got some tiger thread here with so many options of colors. So I want to go through those, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it when we get to it. We got 4 boxes here of the nicest presentation for samples I've ever seen. So that's pretty cool. And I've got a bunch of Seidel samples as well. But we'll get to it. We'll get to it in a sec. Tons of options here. I don't even know where to begin, to be honest. It's just endless. There's so many things to look at, so many things to decide. I'm going to run through them. I'm going to pick a couple that I think are pretty sweet. I want to talk to you guys, hear your thoughts on a lot of them as well, see what you're kind of feeling for options for the future, and overall just hang out, just have some fun. I'm not going to do any leather work, I don't think, today, because I've been rearranging the whole stream setup. I've actually had a lot of things that were closer to me moved further away. I've changed camera angles. I'm waiting on some new equipment to arrive for camera angles and whatnot. I'm actually doing what I had said I was going to do in the very beginning. And I'm doing the sewing machine cam where I don't have to move the camera from here over to there. It's all these little tweaks. I know I've talked about it a couple times. And I know I've talked about it on stream here before, where I'm going to just reiterate. It's pretty insane how you build these things. Like you build the stream, you build up a studio space, whatever. And like 99% of the work can be completed you know, it can take a while. It can be relatively quick. It took a long time to get this studio up and running, but I get it 99% of the way there. And now I'm tweaking little things like mic level, like little things like this morning I had to go and mess around with the ground wire in the microphone cable, like all these little tiny things that you don't really think to, you know, that you're going to have to really deal with, that you got to start dealing with. So I'm trying to iron out all those little kinks, and it's these last little kinks that are going to take it from, you know, here to here. So that's kind of the plan here. I'm just going to expand my chat a little bit so I can talk with you guys. Does Lafarc primarily do chrome tan, or do they do veg tan too? They do veg tan, but it's primarily chrome tan, I'd say. I'd say for sure it's primarily chrome tan, but they have firmer tempers. And you know what? I'm not going to say that definitively. I think that they do some veg tans. We just haven't dived into a lot of the options that they even carry. Like some of these sample boxes are just insane. They even came with they had miniature rhinoceroses made out of leather that came with all these samples. It was pretty cool. Like just all these little tiny touches that they do. 2 questions. 1, so far, what's your favorite Lafarc leather? And 2, what's the highest quality Lafarc leather you've tried? So I'm going to say number 1, thank you for your question. I really appreciate it. And it's nice to see you in here. My favorite Lafarc leather so far, I think I like the Wrangler series from Lafarc. And I think there's some samples in here. I definitely carry them in the shop. But I would say the Wrangler is one of my favorites. It's just got that distressed, really cool vibe and look and feel to it for sure. Highest quality Lafarc leather you've tried. I would say that the Wrangler line or the Omaha line are up there for quality for sure. They are softer temper, so they're a little bit more malleable, but overall just an unbelievably nice leather to deal with, right? So yeah, and they just have so many options. Like the options, like you can see in front of me here, I'll show you in a second. Like these, it's just an absolute mind-boggling amount of samples that they have. So oh yeah, you're sad you missed out on the wildly shiny black. What did I call that stuff again? Nightmare black. Yeah, that stuff was crazy. That leather popped off on social media as well. That was like that leather, it reminds me of like a gimp suit. I'm going to be totally honest with you. That's exactly what it reminds me of. It's pretty insane. I don't even know what you'd use it for, but like the feel of it, it's just like, it just felt like pure rubbery, plasticky, grippy. I don't know. It was just the coolest stuff. So unique. So unique. But yeah, so let's just jump right into it. Let's get this angle going. Yeah, okay. So I've got all these boxes here from Lafarc. Just an absolute large amount of samples here to go through. So which one should we go through first? What are you guys thinking? Do you know why shipping is so expensive to Mexico? Probably because it's got to go through the States. So they're going to add on extra stuff there for you just because it's going from one country to, you know, through 2 countries to get to where you are. So I would imagine that's the reason. It is not cheap though. It's definitely not cheap. Perfect for a Catwoman costume. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's exactly what it could be used for sure. Yeah, okay, so let's choose one of these to go through. They've got the Heritage line. They've got, what is this one here? This one doesn't have a name on it. It just looks cool. It's like a marbled, you know. Not so witty now. Nice to see ya. I did make a wallet with the Crazy Ghost Pineapple from Lafarc. Compliments from everyone who sees it, paired with Maya chocolate internals. Nice. Yeah, we were talking about that last time. I wanted to know your opinion and see how you felt about it. It's pretty wild, that stuff. Like that's, for those of you who don't know, it's a leather that has a white wax coating finish on the top side. So it's like a ghost leather. Speaking of ghost leathers, actually, I have samples here for Italian ghost leather as well. So I'm going to go through those as well. But yeah, so they got the Heritage line, Landscapes line, and then the Renaissance line. So let's just start with, I've gone through a couple of these in the past. Let's leave those for later. Let's do the Heritage line. So this is what the box looks like. I'll zoom in for you guys a little bit. The Heritage line by Lafarc. So the box is just so cool. It's so cool the way that they've done it. The most sustainable tannery in America. I think they get some of their hides tanned in America as well. And then it slides out and you got all these booklets of samples inside. I think I will definitely work with it some more. I think it'd be awesome on some boots. Hey, that's pretty cool. That would definitely be pretty cool for sure. Theo, what's going on? Landscapes box has me interested. Okay, let's do that one. You called it. Let's do it. Okay, so Landscapes. You got this peach colored finish. Again, it says the most sustainable tannery in America. The slide drawer with the leather handle grip. So cool. All right, so, oh yeah, okay, here, they have the little rhinos in here. These things are sweet. So check this out. They just make these little rhinos out of leather as like a marketing technique. I don't know, it's a little keychain. Like, that's pretty cool, you know? Like, most tanneries don't put that kind of attention to detail in. They don't do that kind of stuff. So I respect it. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, so let's go through the first one here. So let's get you up closer. So every single one of these, I would imagine they're going to be, here, let's see. They might be similar, so we'll just run through them. This is the Fargo line. Okay, so this is the leather that I just posted a new one. I just posted the Fargo Navy, the non-embossed version, because there is the embossed version that is it's got the flower embossing on it and whatnot. Really nice chrome tan leather. So we got the sand. It's like a nice beigey color. Cadmio. That's nice, actually. I like that one a lot. It's got that nice, like, rusticy. Here, let's get a little more light in here for you. Should do a giveaway for one of those little rhinos. That detail is sick. Yes, I agree. I definitely should do a giveaway, and I'm going to. Theo, you're just full of good ideas today, so we're going to pull these out. There's a bunch of them. There's big ones, too, but I gave them all to my nieces. There's big ones. Like, they're like this big. It's pretty wild. Yeah, I don't have any in here. I thought I maybe had a couple left over, but yeah, okay. So we'll do some giveaways with those for sure. Okay, so the Cadmio. This one's nice. I do like that color. Flesh sides are relatively clean. It's like a suede effect on that flesh side there as well. Cadmio. Okay, so I'm going to just get a check mark little tick here on the back for the ones that I do like, or I'll put an X on it. Okay, so the Cadmio. Yeah, Turbo, you'll get one of these for sure. There's so many little rhinos. And every sample pack that I get from them, they send me a bunch more too. So, okay, so now tobacco. It looks a little bit more gray, this one, than a standard tobacco. Like, if anything, I would say that's closer to a tobacco color, but to each their own. Still nice. I love that they stamp the samples too. They look slick. Yeah, definitely. And also, it just goes to show that these leathers emboss quite well too. You know, because that's always something that you're curious about. So we got tobacco. So that one's kind of nice. I think I like the previous one, that more brown one, a little bit better. But you guys let me know too. Type in the chat if you see one that you like. This one is satin. This one's really nice, actually. That's a really deep blue. See, and it's a lot more blue than the navy that I have, that I've previously stocked, and the one that just went live as well. So, okay, I like that one. And I'm pretty sure we can get these in any thickness as well. I think like 5 to 6 ounce and down kind of thing. But if there's a specific thickness that you guys are looking for these leathers, definitely let me know. They're a little on the thin side, or not thin side, sorry. They're on the softer temper side. So these ones in particular. So that'll just maybe limit what you use it for, but really nice nonetheless. This is the forest. So this is a dark green. I don't know how this will show up for you guys, but that's a really nice deep green color. That's cool. Yeah, the satin looks slick. Yeah, I like that one too. I've marked that one down. And since one of you guys kind of voted on it too, I'll put another X down on it so that it's taken a little bit more seriously. Okay, the terracotta. Wow, that's cool. And they're very, 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 very slightly waxy on the top side as well. That's nice. I like that a lot, terracotta. But that between, what was the other one? Cadmio. There's those two colors. They're kind of similar. I like both of those though. Those look good. Those look really good. So we'll write that down too. We'll tick this one as well, terracotta. That's a nice one. Definitely like to see it in a 5 to 6 ounce. Yeah, I agree. I think that these would be pretty sweet in a 5 to 6 ounce. They'll be like the Wrangler that I have in right now, because that stuff is super, super nice for bags, and it'll make like a slouchy type bag, right? Because of the softer temper. That satin is such a nice, deep, but bright blue. Yeah, I definitely agree. It is. And it doesn't look any different in the camera than it does in real life. That's exactly how it looks. And they've even like, they've gold embossed the name too. Hot stamped, I should say. Speaking of hot stamping, there's, you can do hot stamping in different colors. And I didn't know that. And I think that that's really cool. You can do them in like pastel colors if you wanted to. I just think that that's pretty sweet. Okay, let's go there. Okay, so cognac. So this one, that's nice for sure. It's a standard. That kind of just is like whatever, run of the mill. Not whatever, but like, you know, run of the mill. Pretty traditional in terms of color for sure. And espresso. I think I already have espresso in. It just hasn't gone live yet. This is like a dark brown. It has gray tones in it as well. It's got some pull up there too. That's kind of cool. Okay, so there's that. There's that one. And let me see. If there's some boring ones in here, we don't have to run through all of them. Definitely. Dang, that line is gorgeous. It'll make for some really great bags. Yes, I definitely agree. These are definite bag leathers for sure. Okay, so this line, this line, I guess you could say, is called Pandora. So these look like more of pastel colors. So you have lavanda, camel. Here, I gotta loosen this screw a little bit. It's hard to twist this thing open. Okay, so you got lavanda, camel, cadmio. Can you guys see these? Yeah, forest. Forest, there's one behind here. Cognac is the last one, and tobacco. They've called tobacco that again, eh? Okay, so lavanda, I like that. That's a nice soft purple color, a lavender color. That's kind of nice. It's rare that you see the leathers in these pastels too. More blues and greens. I always love working with blue and green leathers. Definitely. I agree with you, and I need to bring in more colors. So those are definitely high up on my list for sure. Pandora line is machine washable. Really? Holy shit. No kidding, hey? Machine washable. That's cool. Will you be getting some lighter weights in, like 2 to 3 ounce for lining bags? So that's the thing, is like I definitely want to. I want to pick your guys' brains on this too. So just by being in here and letting me know kind of what you're after, I'm gonna get a better idea of what you want. So 2 to 3 definitely. I would say 2 to 3 is something that's I don't have a lot of inventory for that weight. So I would definitely do a line of that. So what would you guys like to see though? Would you like to see, like if I was to say, let's go to the green one here. Let's go to the green one for Tyson. The forest. Okay. So if we were to say this here, it's like a darker green, medium green. It's a soft temper, right? What would you guys use this for? Would you want this in a 2 to 3 ounce for a liner on a bag? Would you want this as a 5 to 6 ounce so you can make a full bag out of it? I guess 2 to 3, you can use it more like an upholstery leather as well. So that might be something to think about. Yeah, let me know. Let me know what you guys think. So out of this line, I really like this line, Pandora. So let's say lavanda is nice. Camel, that's like the boho vibe-ish. I've brought in leathers like this in the past and I didn't like them at all, but they sold incredibly well. So same with that Cadmio. This one more so. I had a Tasman leather called, what was it called? Something butter. I can't remember, but I had it almost exactly like this and it did really well. Never used any of Lafarc's leathers. Curious if they have anything in a firmer temper. Yeah, so they definitely do. I got to go through some of these. I got to go through some of these other sample packs for sure. But I'm going to mark this one. Cadmio. I think that one's better than the other one. I'm going to do forest. Tobacco. Not so much. I'm not a huge fan of that, but this isn't for me, right? This is for you guys. So, and then cognac, not a huge fan of that, but that's also like it's almost like a terracotta. So that's kind of nice. I would mark that one. What's it called? Cognac. Yeah. Okay. So there's that one done. Okay. This one, there's no screw in it. So let's just go for this one. This is called West Hill. So Cadmio, tobacco, terracotta, cognac, espresso, and negro. You like that little roll there? West Hill sounds rugged. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so with these leathers here, they have that, they have a milled pebbled grain. It's actually super nice. And it's a little bit more of a firm temper. It's still a soft temper, but it's definitely not as malleable as that last line for sure. So these are something to think about. Shit, I'd get any of these to be honest. Cadmio, tobacco, terracotta, cognac, espresso, and negro. Those are nice. Those are nice, like subtle. That's a nice subtle line of leathers for sure. So those are nice. I would definitely consider going through those, but they don't scream anything crazy to me. So let's grab another one here. Nature Buck WP. Okay, so these are nubuck leathers. So they're like a, wow, this is like a super nubuck leather. It's like a micro suede. It's so soft. So I don't know how these would do with spill protection and stuff like that. I would imagine that they would change They would absorb liquids pretty easily. But then same thing, so you got the same kind of color scheme going on. Tobacco, terracotta, and then that solid pure black one at the back there. So those, nothing wild about those. Those are just like basic nubucks. So we'll just skip through those. Pastores. Okay, so these are a little bit more of a firm temper right out of the gate. You could definitely make a wallet out of these. These are nice. Okay, so I gotta fix this lighting a little bit here. Let's do it right there. Okay. So these ones here. These will definitely be something that you can use for wallets, I would say. So you got the camel. It's got a really soft, smooth top side here. Like if you poured liquid on it, you can tell it would just bead right off. It's got pull up as well. Can I zoom in any further? Let's do that there. And then I'll go right here. And then I'll put this down here. And then I'll take a sip of this right here. Ian, big demand for nubuck. As per email requests I get on the daily. So, that's true, hey? Yeah, and yes. Yeah, machine washable, that's huge. That is pretty sweet. I'm not going to lie to you. Nubuck in a liner weight would be cool. Gotta love a nice pull-up. Okay, so, yeah, nubuck in a liner weight. Okay, so that's probably something that I shouldn't just skim over quickly then. What was it? Where did it go? The Nature Buck WP. Okay, so this one, I'll just put an X right on the front of it. Take this seriously. Okay. Okay, so let's go through these. So we got camel. That's pretty nice. This one right here. Okay, so wait. Camel. I definitely like that for sure. So I'll just give that a little mark. Cadmio. This one is like almost glossy on the top side. And then you've got pretty intense pull up there as well. Okay, so this line, Pastores, that's pretty sweet. I'd get any of these. I would get any of these leathers. I don't even think I have to mark them individually. So then the same thing, the forest. That's some nice pull up there. Very clean flesh side as well. That's really nice. This reminds me of some old Tasman leather that I used to carry. Some Acadia leather. Esque. That's nice. Yeah, Tyson, I agree. I'm liking all of these so far, to be honest. Terracotta. Okay, watch this. This is going to be a good one. Yeah, like, are you kidding me? And these are 100% wallet type leathers. Look how this embosses too, by the way. Isn't that nice? That's so nice. So pronounced. Like everything is just perfectly crisp and clean. It just stamps right down like a veg tan. That's unbelievable. Okay, so actually, let's test this out. Technical data sheet. So let's go into that. I want to see... this almost feels like a veg tan. Bear with me. I just want to see. It's all in Spanish. You know what? I don't know. I'd probably have to go deep into this data sheet to figure out what it is, but Super nice stuff. Cognac. Like, look at that. It's got some red tones in it. If you can get those in a 5 ounce, I'm sold. Beautiful colors and pull up. Okay, yeah. Before I keep going in, I'm just going to write that down here. Put an X. X marks the spot. And I'll go 5 to 6 ounce. As well as I want to get a 3 to 4 ounce in this as well. Because I think this would do... This would make some super nice wallets, to be honest. Cognac, like that's just a... Ooh. Espresso. Okay, this is one I think I might have. I might have this one already, but I don't think I have a lot of it. But I do think I have some espresso, so that maybe I can put that up in the next couple days here too. And then the Negro. That's nice too. And that does, it's got a tiny bit of pull up in there as well. And yeah, I agree, Tyson. My favorite browns are the reddish browns as well, for sure. Or the yellowish browns. Or the orangish browns. I think I like all the browns. As long as it has pull up, I'm like totally game. Okay, so wait. What did we decide here? Did we see anything that was like really standoutish in the beginning? Pandora, not crazy about it, but it was nice. There was the Fargo line. Those I'll always just remember because I've already got a couple of them for sure. The West Hill is the rugged line. We'll go through that. Ooh, Soft Horse. Oh, okay. We're going through that next. Okay, so the Nature Buck. I think this one I'm going to hold on to on the outside here. And then Pastores. That's definitely one I'm going to hold on to for sure. Harlem WP. Oh my God. Okay, so Soft Horse. So this is their line. This is their line of the crazies that I already have a couple of. I just haven't named them Soft Horse. I've just named them Ghost. But these are those leathers I was talking about in the beginning. So that's the sand one. So that's how can't talk today. That's what it looks like on the top side. Like the color is going to be that, and then it's got a white wax finish over it. So like the Cadmio, it's got that white wax finish you can see. Just unbelievably cool leather. I'm going to get a rag and I'm going to show you. Here, I'll wipe it off a little bit so you can see it. So once the white wax wears off, you get a darker color tone. Really cool. And that's all Ghost leathers. Like, it's just a totally interesting thing. If you have the espresso in a 5 ounce, would love to see that on the site. I definitely don't have it in a 5 ounce, but I have it. Here, I'm looking right at it. Let me go get it quick. Okay, I found an individual hide here. That's pretty nice stuff. I mean, yeah, that's a 3 to 4 ounce for sure. But like in terms of the quality and the feel, it's a little bit waxy. Super nice, like a darker brown with a grayish undertone color too. So really, really cool leather. I think I've got 5 sides of that stuff. So we'll definitely be getting more of that. I like that stuff. I like that line a lot, right? Okay, so yeah, so this is the Cadmio Ghost, or Soft Horse, I should say. Tobacco. Ooh. What is this? Got a little satin and a little forest going on. Okay. We'll be marking those two down. Yeah, Theo, for sure. Keep your eyes open on the site. It'll be... I'm going to see how many I have of it. And if I have enough... If I do have 5, they'll go live. But if I only have a couple, maybe they were a sample or something like that, then I'll put them on the live auction. That's how I get the individual special hides, the rare hides, into your guys' hands. Mostly is through the auctions. Okay, so satin and forest. These two right here, I got to get these in. So that satin, like you're going to have that look like it's a little bit marbled. You're going to have that on the top side. Flesh side's obviously just that outrageously deep blue. Bright blue, I should say. And then the forest, I'd like to see how this rubs off, actually. Just bear with me. And it'll become like it's with the wax on the top side of these ghost leathers, it almost patinas it over time as well, so it makes it shinier and darker. That's beautiful. Yeah, Hugo, I agree with you. This one's nice. So I'm going to mark that one as well. We're definitely getting these in. I don't care what anybody says. The people have spoken. Okay, and then whiskey. That's nice, pretty standard. You know, like all of these are kind of cool. And I have the terracotta. I know I have this next one in stock right now. And there's one in here that's not even in here. I have the pineapple. That's not even in here as well. So the last ones are just basic browns. Nothing fancy. Still real, well, it is actually kind of fancy, but nothing to write home about. Really nice stuff though, for sure. Okay, so now we got the Baltimore line. Yeah, that I agree, Tyson. The forest is vibrant on the rough out too, for sure, definitely. I wouldn't use a ghost on a rough out. Yeah, I don't even know what I would... Okay. What is going on here? I don't know what I would use those leathers for. They're just so unique, you know? Okay, so with these, I don't really know what's going on here. I think it's a wax coating. Can you guys see that color difference? It's darker up here and it's lighter down here. And that's for all of them. So I'm not too sure what's going on here. Is it a wax? Sarah, you should see what the Baltimore line is. I'm just rubbing this quick to see if it's a wax coating. Does that look any different? That doesn't look any different. So what's going on here? What's the deal here? Baltimore. Oh, these are 5 to 6 ounce as well. 2 to 2.2. Well, 5 to 5.5 ounce. It's like an ombre. Yeah. For sure. Try pull up. There's no pull up. Absolutely no pull up in this leather. That's just a straight ultra glide smooth topside. It's like an aniline yeah, that's a super locked in. So that'll be like a waterproof finish. No clue though. Oh, what? The flesh, what is going on here? You've got a dark blue, a light blue, and then the flesh side is that color. They're all the same color on the flesh side. What's going on here? It looks different on camera. Yeah, does it look like I've rubbed the line out just a little bit? I wonder if I got it wet, what it would... Yeah, it does actually kind of look like it's rubbed out a little bit. What the hell would this stuff look like on a bag after 2 years of use? Yeah, that has rubbed that line out just a little bit. But that's not a wax finish. Like, that's not a typical finish on a leather. I've never seen this before, personally. Pigmented. Maybe the full side is ombre since it's heavier. Meant for large tote bags. That's what I'm thinking, honestly. Shoes leather, the ombre will look amazing on shoe items. What is ombre? What is that? I know I'm probably being a little silly for asking that question, but fill me in on what you guys know that word to be, that description to be. Because this right here, this is like... That's the next thing that's got to be tackled, is this line of leather right here. Because, yeah, I would imagine this on shoes. So that's just the blue. Then we got the forest. So same thing. It's not even like it's a wax finish. And it's not oily. But it's almost like it's like an oil coat. Or maybe it's waxy on the bright side. Here, this one's more visible. No, it's not. Because I've wiped out the dark side. Graduation of color, right? Ombre is right, light to dark. Yeah, okay. So then definitely. But how is the question, right? Like, how are they achieving that? Okay, so this here, you can really see it on the whiskey. Corrected grain leather, chrome tanned, and mix retanned. So that means it's kind of a latigo. Finish based on waxes and anilines. Tone to tone brush effect, giving an elegant look. Tone to tone brush effect. So this one here, I want to see what this looks like on a full hide, to be honest. So think grayscale only with color. Okay, yeah, for sure. That makes sense. Because like this, if this is truly... Yeah, like the color, it comes off a tiny, tiny bit. And then there you can see I am starting to kind of fade that line. The way this would like naturally patina... This kind of gets me excited because that's kind of like a... Like... Pull-up is almost like a pre-distressed or worn look or appearance. This would be... I don't even know what this would do. Like, this would be... I'm really excited about this one. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, around the edges, like if you made a bag out of this, the corners that it would touch would be the lighter color and the rest of the bag would be the darker color. So it's like a pull-up, but not... It's like a pull-up that's worn off of the top as opposed to creased from the middle. So yeah, this on shoes. Ooh. Yeah, patina. Yeah, definitely. Espresso and then the black one as well. So... That line there, that's really, really cool. I think that that's probably one of the coolest leathers I've seen in a while. There's another leather that I know of that changes color with temperature. That one I think would be a lot of fun to get in as well. I'm not sure, but I think you are right. Worked out you would get, you would then get an ombre effect on the items. Not typically shoes. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking too, is like it'll just be, that'll be the coolest wearing effect on that leather for sure. Okay, so this is the, we can all agree These are going to be, we're all agreeing to those. That's just a given. Those need to be ordered ASAP. Okay, so this is Argos. So I've had these leathers. I have a couple of these leathers. This is just a traditional, soft-tempered, you know. Does it have pull-up? Yeah, it does. You know, these are nice. They're very nice for sure. These are just basically your meat and potatoes type of leather. These are your staple, really nice, soft-tempered chrome tanned leathers. Atlantic. That's nice, actually. That'd be nice for an upholstery leather if you're refinishing a seat, or I don't know. You want to make a full-blown Catwoman suit out of that, or anything, you know? That's pretty slick. I like this one the most, though. I like the most, though, the most, though. Dad joke, and I'm not even a dad. Yeah, they have it listed as footwear leather on their site. I assume Sarah, you're talking about the Baltimore. I gotta see that. I gotta see that stuff in action. That's gotta be what it's coming down to. Argos says it's a veg tan leather. Yeah. Okay, so I've got the Argos cognac. So I already do have, it's not even in here. I have the cognac. This is the whiskey. I have this stuff available right now, and yes, it is definitely a veg tan, and it's definitely nice. So these are something to look at, but they're soft tempered. It's a very specific application, in my opinion, unless that's like your primary thing is you make slouchy bags, like soft tempered bags, or you do upholstery refinishing, that kind of thing, and you want a really strong veg tan for it. Okay, so Harlem WP. I don't know what these are, but they seem nice. They feel a little oily, a little bit waxy. Again, they seem like just a standard run-of-the-mill in terms of finish. They're not very firm tempered. They're pretty soft, to be honest. Like, you can scrunch that up kind of easily, and then it retains its shape. It doesn't crease or anything like that. Okay, so those ones, that's a pretty standard one. I do like those Argos ones, because like I said, just backtracking one sample book here. The Argos ones I have had, I do have, and they are pretty nice. Okay, so Duster WP. These are nice too. What thickness are these? 1.5 to 1.7. So these are a 3.5 to a 4.5. Well, yeah. These are nice. But again, standard, I feel. WP is waterproof. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. That's cool. Waterproof leathers are cool for sure. That's good to know. These are standard. I feel like these are really nice for sure. But it'd be nice to also see them in like a real pop of color. The blue Argos is nice. Veg tan is my favorite, but I prefer a firm veg. Okay, so yeah, I totally agree with you there. We've got two left in this box here. So Avondale. Whoa, these are cool. That looks like a leaf. These are 4.5 to 5 ounce. That's really cool. Cadmio. I'm gonna mark that one. I really like that. I like the look. Like, you got a little bit of reddish yellow in there, reddish orange, I'll say, and then you've got the browns, and it's like a little bit of a gray tone. You've got, it must be a split because you can see the veins, and it makes it look like a leaf a little bit. But look at, okay, wait, right dead center. Look at the emboss on that. Look at that emboss. Like, wouldn't that be... That's pretty wild. No? Like, doesn't that go dark? I like that a lot. So you can imagine, like, if you put your logo, or you want to, like, it looks like you could almost tool this leather. Because that's just the straight embossed. There's nothing in there. They haven't gone and colored it. Yeah, it looks burnt in. It's not a hot stamp. That's definitely not a hot stamp. You'd be able to tell. Well, here, let's try something real quick. I'm going to just try to... I'm going to try stamping it real quick. Just give me 1 sec. That is not a hot stamp. That's insane. That is insane. That looks like a hot stamp. I can't believe that. And they all do that in this line. That is one of the coolest things I've seen in a while. That's the coolest thing I've seen since the Baltimore line of leather. Seriously though, that's unbelievably cool. How dark that is. That's wild. I'm shocked by that, to be 100% honest. That's pretty wild. There's so many things a person could do with that. So many things you could do with that. That's insane. That's darker than like a proper veg tan emboss. Agreed, stunning effect. Yeah, that's really cool. I really like that a lot. Yeah, you wanted to see the Negro. This is really nice too. Yeah, sorry, I didn't even really go through any of these colors. I was just shocked. So same thing, we got the forest. And by the way, they are, oh no, these are the, I was going to say they're all the same color on the flesh side. That's the Baltimore line. Tobacco. See, these are all, I would get all of these. I would get them. I'd see if they can make them up for us in colors as well. The terracotta, like that's just insane. I can't get over that emboss effect. Like, why does it go so dark? And why is it not dark on the top? Do you know what this will do when it patinas like this? Like you rub it up against something. Like I'm just running my nail through it. So this over time, absolutely insane. This live is rad, buds. It's so nice to see some of the behind the scenes on this tannery. I had no idea they had so many options. Yeah, no, I totally agree. And I want to do this with you guys more often too, to just kind of get your ideas on what you want to see brought in, because there's so many options, right? It'd be nice if you had a couple options at your disposal, but you didn't have to take extremely large quantities to get those colors in, right? So that's the whole point. So I'm happy I can do this for you guys. So that was the landscape. That was the landscape line. I'm very impressed. Oh, no, I got one more. I got one more. Ooh, okay, hold on. I'll zoom the camera in 1 sec here. Well, yeah, these are cool. Hit that like button, y'all, for sure. Thanks, Tyson. I appreciate it. And yeah, if you guys aren't already subscribed, you know, subscribe, ring that bell so you know I'm going live. I'm trying to let everybody know I'm going live with different methods. I'm doing Twitter. I'm doing the push notifications if you have the mobile app. I'm putting it on the story on Instagram. And then I'm trying to be consistent with the times I go live, like Wednesdays and Fridays, that kind of thing. But this is definitely not like the full-time gig, right? So I got to kind of just do it when I'm able to. And we're getting into the busy season now. You guys are ordering a lot of leather. So that said, anybody in here, you know what I'm talking about? That said, I'm going to try to be consistent, but you know, don't cyber give me a slap in the face if I'm not as consistent with this as I want to be. Also in the summers, it'll be a lot easier because it's a little slower for the whole industry. So I'll have more time, that kind of thing. Half a drink. Yeah, there you guys. You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we got sand. This is the Alps. This is the Alps line. So we got sand, tobacco. I don't know why they call it tobacco. It's definitely gray. It should be called like dead tobacco. Lavanda. We got some cadmio. This looks like it has pull up. It doesn't, but it's still super nice. Like it's super glossy as well. Yeah, you know what? I like this leather, and it embosses super nice as well. Yep, wintertime is my favorite time of year to work on leather projects. Yeah, for sure. And me too, to be 100% honest, when I have the time to do it. But doing the supply company, I just haven't had the time in the last X amount of years. But I'm getting systems in place enough now that I can put aside time to do streams like this. But that's just the only thing I'm trying to say is like, I want to do consistency, because that's when I watch streamers, I know when they're going live. I know what they're doing. I know their schedule, that kind of thing. And it is nice to be able to work it into your schedule, but it's hard to fit it in these days when I got so many irons in the fire, right? So do them as we can. So terracotta, cognac, espresso, and negro. Super nice leathers. They're shiny. They are on the softer temper side. So these, I would imagine these would be shoe leathers. They might be a veg tan too, but you guys would know better than me on that one. Okay, so landscape is done. So you guys want to see, do you want to see Renaissance or Heritage next? Let me know and we'll go through them here. The push notification from the app works well for me. That's good to know. I'm happy to know that that's a good way that you get the info on when we're going live here, when I'm going live. Not So Witty Now has spoken. Renaissance it is. You're the first one. Okay, so this here, this is just cool. Like, look at that, eh? Would it get any cooler than that? Whoops. Sorry, Golan. We'll definitely get to that one next. We're going to do the Renaissance here first. Wow, this is cool. This is really cool. Okay, I got to make a little room here. We'll do this one last. Heritage. Avondale. All right. Let's get a little zoom action. Let's get right in there. Okay, so let's start with... That is so cool. That's just so cool. Man, whoa. Okay. Did you see that? What have we found? What is this? What is this magic? Quit teasing. Like the video and I'll open it. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I can't even see if anyone's liked. I can see if you subscribe because your name pops up on the screen for everyone to see, but I have no clue who's liking the video or not. Rust gold. Okay, wait. What's changed here? We got a little lighting issue. I think it's because this stuff is so wild. I need to have... I can't even, like, I can't express this one through the camera. It'd be, like, right there that you could see it the best. That's just insane. So soft temper, obviously. Very dry on the top side. It's going to be a foil, I would imagine. It's not going to be a... It's got teal on the inside, on the bottom of the crevices of the little milled edges. So it's like they put the gold foil over top, and then they put a teal finish over that, and then they wipe off some of the teal finish. Yeah, you can kind of see it when I angle it like that a little bit. Whoa. Yeah, it's like it's pearlized. It's like it's oxidized copper. That's what that looks like. Okay, so this whole thing, we're going to be marking this down. Yes, please. Order up. Okay, rust silver. So that last one was rust gold. This is rust silver. I'll zoom in a little more. Just want to make sure my hands are in the right spots here. So this is a very cool one too. I like the rust gold a little bit better, but that is still really cool. Okay. Rust bronze. So the rust, I think they use that teal color on all of these leathers. There's obviously no pull up or anything like that because this is a foil leather, right? And it doesn't look like they emboss overly well, but like who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like you don't need to have anything extra on this type of leather. This is extra enough, right? Rhino, yes, please. Yeah, absolutely, right? That bronze, though. That's what I'm saying. So now they got rust copper. This is more of a gold. Where's the gold again? That's the rust gold. And that's the rust copper underneath it. Yeah, that makes sense. The gold is just, there's way more. Okay, so I want to test it. I want to test if I wipe it down a little bit, if any of the blue comes off. A little bit. It actually gets even brighter. It's hard to show you guys. I got to keep looking up at the screen so that I can give you guys a good look. So it definitely will patina differently over time, is what's going on there. That's just a given. Yeah, I thought it was Sinatra too. But it's Sintra. Oh, sorry. I read Sinatra. It's not my day today, hey? Holy. You're speaking facts over there about the name. And I'm like, no, it's not Sinatra, it's Sintra. And you didn't even say Sinatra. So you said Sintra is one of the most romantic places in Europe, Portugal. And I call it Renaissance. And calling it Renaissance makes all sense. So that's really cool. That's really cool. Have you been there? 6-pot shot? That sounds cool. So much world out there a person's got to see. Okay, so where were we? We did the rust bronze. Did we do the rust copper? That's cool. You've got that subtle teal there, right at that angle. You can see the teal. Yep, I have. No kidding. Man, that sounds like fun. How will it wear? Does it scratch off easily? So I rubbed it a little bit on the top side here. And it looks like it will rub off. but I rubbed it pretty good. But I'm not sure how it'll rub off completely. Like some foil leathers do rub off completely, and I'm not too sure. Scratch with a nail. Okay, let's scratch it with a scratch-all. I'll scratch it with one of these. Here, I'll come into the frame a little bit. I'll be a little bit nasty to this thing. We'll see what it does. Okay, so that's actually scratching it pretty hard. Just makes it look even cooler. Yeah, it definitely will. If you're mean to it, if you're mean to this stuff, it'll definitely come off. But I don't know. It's not going to come off the way that you would think it would. I think it would take a minute. And it would also wear off kind of cool, because it'd be like by the end of the bag's life, you'd have foil in some spots and other spots you wouldn't, right? So that'd be kind of sweet. Okay, so rust copper and then rust cobalt. I mean, that's really cool all around, you know. I like these leathers. I like these leathers a lot. They're different. Different is cool. Okay, let's go through the next little pack here. Farfalla. I'm probably butchering that, but okay, so these are a little bit of a, this is a unique, these are cool for sure. Back to the previous one. I bet it takes a hot stamp like a champ. I'll go back and show you. It definitely does. Like, it's got that hot stamp right there. And then the cobalt one was the biggest hot stamp. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, just worried about longevity for sure. But these types of leathers, they're not really made for ultra longevity. Like, these ones are definitely going to be made for, you know, hey, look at this. This is cool. It's going to burn hot and it's going to burn bright, but it'll burn out faster than anything else, I would imagine, right? But that's where, I don't know. These are, Lafarc seems to be a pretty high quality leather, so we'll have to see. I'd love to see someone, like, I'll bring in all these colors, and then I'd love to see one of you guys try it out, and then let me know. Yeah, hey, no sweat. No sweat for showing you again. That's what I'm here for. Okay, so we got latte, cemento. Okay, so these leathers here, they've got almost like a textured top side to them. You can see it and feel it. I'll try and get the angle here for you so you can see that. I don't think, there. So you can see that, right? So you can feel that. It's not waxy, not oily, very locked into place. These are more pastel-esque colors as well. Cemento, I really like that one. It's got almost like a blue undertone to it. Truco, that's cool. It's got some pink, reddish undertones. Flesh side, whoa. Okay, let's back it up a little bit here. What is that? It's almost like a rubbery, it's like a filler, but it's not. It's definitely something that's on the flesh side that they've used to push up the top side. But it doesn't come off. Well, I mean, if you dig at it, obviously you can rip it off. If you used it on like a bag or something like that and had a liner, like, you'd never see this and you'd never touch it. But that's okay, so that's cool. That's how they get that effect on the top side. It's a flesh side emboss. Fuck, that's cool. Lafarc, man, who would have known? These guys are just changing the game. I mean, this leather's probably been done before, but I appreciate it. I think it's really cool. Mango. Look at that. Like, you could do something like as an art statement, you know, like you could put flesh side out on this and see what it does too. Like, this is just super, super cool leather. Do you know if any metallic leathers that are not foiled, something like leather Dinardo on Instagram uses for his boxing gloves? Are you serious? You're talking boxing gloves? That's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted the stream to be for, like, the very first stream. I wanted to make shiny gold boxing gloves. Okay, hold on. I got to write this down. Dinardo. Bear with me, guys. Dinardo. Holy shit. Dinardo worldwide. I'm going to... I'll do some research. Oh, that's a glove maker. No shit. Okay, so that'll be... honestly, a foil leather without a foil, a shiny metallic leather, I would highly doubt that they would be able to do it without some sort of foil coating on the top side, but I could be totally wrong. I usually am, so I'll definitely look into that. I want to look into that for sure, and then I want to make a pair of boxing gloves. That's going to be like stream number 6 or 10 or something like that. I'm going to deconstruct a pair of boxing gloves and recreate them with cool leather and then give you guys the plans to them. Because why not, right? Looks tumbled. Flesh side emboss. No, DN, not all these are chrome tan. Like, we went through an Argos line, and that is veg tan. They do some veg tan. I don't have the info on these samples for what is veg and what is chrome. But if Sarah's still in here, she was doing a little bit of background research while we were burning through these samples. But yeah, I'll see if she's still in here. Lafarc station leather, please. Okay, so I gotta look that one up too. Should be writing this stuff down. And I'm sure we'll get to it in these samples. We may not even get through all these today because there's so many. Yeah, Sarah, if anyone ever wants to know, no, it's all good. You do what you got to do for sure. If anyone wants to know what tannages some of these are, I may ask you to look up the background on them. I don't need you to find anything right now. So Atlantic, sorry, the last one here was Jazzy. So it's just like a standard pink. That's really nice. Flesh side wild. Atlantic, that's so cool. Musco, that's a cool one too. Bourbon, chestnut, and mocha. That's cool. That's really cool. Oh, it says right here, full grain leather, shrunken type embossing, very soft and nice feeling. Okay, but it doesn't say, oh, and then it shows what it's used for shoes and bags. God, this company is just, they just do it. They just do it correct, you know what I mean? They're so thorough. But I don't know what the tannage is, but it doesn't matter. We don't need to know unless we need to know. Okay, so I have a feeling that the Renaissance line is going to be... Come on, little guy. Actually, no, I want these out. What do you guys think? You interested in those ones? The reverse emboss? I think they're kind of cool. It'd be fun to get a couple options in. See what we're talking about. Okay, so now we got the Sortileggio. Whoa. This is like This is like micro texture. Okay, so wait, what does it say on the back here first? Full grain leather, chrome tanned and mix retanned. Natural, pebbled, very soft and nice touch for shoes and bags. You know what, Sarah? I've got all the info on the back of these samples, it looks like, to be 100% honest. So this is chrome tanned and a mix retanned and mix retanned. So that could mean that it's more of like a latigo tan, like it's a combination veg and chrome, but I'm not too sure. Okay, so mango, it does, so you can see it's got like that micro embossing. I don't know how I feel about this stuff. It's non-waxy, non-oily. Musco, like they're cool for sure, but I don't know, like when you crease it the backwards way, it sometimes look like, I don't know, it's got like a cheaper, shouldn't be doing that type of look to it. But I don't know, I could be wrong. You guys are the ones that are going to be using these leathers, so I'll use a couple here and there on stream here. But Atlantic, see, that one's cool when it's more consistent in terms of that small pebbled grain. Okay, so that's cool. Then we got bourbon, we got chestnut, we got mocha, and we got negro. So we got the standard colors with these ones too. But it is cool. It's a cool effect. It's like that micro texturing. Okay, so this is Sydney. Whoa. What is Lafarc doing to us? What are they doing? I'm not going to be able to bring in any other leather. We're not going to have any hardware. We're not going to have any new tools. We're going to run out of adhesives because all the money is going to be funneled into this leather. I can't believe some of these samples. Okay, you ready? You ready for this? Have you liked the video? Have you subscribed to the channel? Look at that. So it's got like a metallic, it's got like a pearlescent. Don't go crazy. We need all that other stuff. I know, but look at this stuff. It's so cool. It's so cool. Why? Like, come on. So Truco, I'm going to be butchering these names, right? Because I'm not even going to attempt to roll my R's. I just spat water on my phone. I wasn't ready. Right? Chris says such a nice color. Exactly. Augustine, damn. Yeah, I know, right? These are nasty little leathers here. These are nice. Look at that. Okay, so that's like it's got like a gold pearlescent finish on it. These are so cool. I can't even. That's jazzy. This is Musco. So they're like they're going to be the traditional color underneath that you see, and then they have like a gold brushed finish that's pearlescent and amazing on the top side. I can't even, like, holy shit. I almost want to wrap a car in this stuff. That's so cool. So is that as rigid as it looks? So these are 1.2 to 1.4 mil. So that's going to be a, what's a 1.6 is 4 ounce, 1.2 is 3 ounce. So these are 3 to 4 ounce. So they are a little bit on the softer side. They're not like a firm, hold on, let's see what it says on the back here before we hit that last color. Corrected grain leather, exotic embossed, finished with anilines and hand washed. So it doesn't say anything about the tannage, so I'm not too sure. Hair sniffing advisor to President Joe Biden. What's up? It's nice to see you in here. That would be sick for boxing equipment, either embossed or not. Okay. Now you're speaking my language. That's what I'm thinking too. I don't know. I can't really describe, like, the shimmer on this stuff is not, it's like a pearlescent finish. 0.4 is 1 ounce. Yeah, this is 1.4. So 1.2 to 1.4. So it's going to be a 3 to 4 ounce on these. So it's a little bit more malleable. It's a softer temper for sure, but super unique and cool. Like, you could find so many applications for this shit for sure. Will the shine remain? I would hope so. Let's see. Let's try giving it a rub down real quick. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. It's not like a waxy finish. And they said it's hand washed as well. Yeah, it's not going anywhere, that finish. Okay, so Atlantic. And then we've got chestnut. So you can see the gold in there as well. I'm going to try and just give you a different angle here. It's so hard to show this stuff off, but like right there, you can see it. You can see the gold on it as well. Commence the sniffing. Oh. Okay, so Sydney line, we're going to say that's a go. We're going to get these ones in for sure. Those are just, that has to happen. Those are unreal. Okay, on to the next one. This one is Suntory. Okay, so these ones are full grain leather, milled, natural pebbled, finished with oils and casein top with a natural gloss. Excellent for any type of leather products. So this one shows footwear, leather goods like bags and whatnot, as well as upholstery. So this one might just be your run-of-the-mill. Ooh. I mean, that's kind of nice. It's got a real high gloss finish, this stuff here. So the latte, meh, kind of a boring color. Cemento. Okay, so they got two different Cemento and Cemento, but one's obviously, you can see it's more pebbled, more milled. They're just soft-tempered. Yeah, you know what? These are just run-of-the-mill. Some of them are kind of nice. They got like a shiny finish on them. But if you're looking for a thin, soft-tempered, locked-in, pebbled or milled kind of feel and look to it, then these will be definitely worth bringing in a couple. But I think we've just been too spoiled today. You know what I'm saying? It's just been too many nice colors. Okay, so that's that. So that we'll put at the back of the box. Any veg tan with firm tempers. We're probably going to run into maybe a handful of chrome and veg with a firm temper. This tannery, I feel, deals a little bit more heavily in the softer tempers and the footwear and supple bag industry, I would imagine. But that's kind of why we're going through this. We want to see what do they got going on. We've come across a couple firmer tempered leathers, but even all the leathers that I have for Lafarc already, like I've got a list as long as your arm. I've got a whole wall in the back here, all Lafarc, and it's all soft temper. I think the Fargo is probably the most firm temper, but since it's so thin, it's soft, right? Like it just turns into a soft leather kind of thing. Okay, so these are the same as almost the ones that we went through before. This is corrected grain leather, finished with waxes, milled, getting a light vintage effect. Reactive when burnished. Good for any leather product. What does that mean? Reactive when burnished. Reactive. Does that mean that it works for burnishing? I hope you have some new veg tan leathers too. I came too late. I came too late to this video. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is like I haven't come across any wild, crazy, firm tempered veg tans. But we're getting to them. We're getting to.
I didn't get that.
Oh.
Could you try again?
I'm not talking to you. That's not annoying at all, hey? Okay, so these here, they look nice. They do look nice. We got the Cemento, we got the Truco. They do have that vintage look on the top side as well. It is kind of nice for sure. I don't know what reactive when burnished means. That's a nice one, the Musco. It's like a greenish brown color. It's like a moss color. Not even Siri understood it. Yeah, exactly, right? Jazzy, we've got Atlantic, we've got Bourbon, we've got Chestnut, we've got Mocha. See, this is the thing too, is like I can have any color made. So these, just because these samples come in these colors doesn't necessarily mean that that's it. We can, you know, by popular demand, if anybody wants, if enough people want something that's wild or a specific color or whatever, we can definitely have it made up. Takes a little longer. Try burnishing a sample. See, this is the thing though, is that it's not really like, you can't burnish that on the edge. It's too flimsy. So I don't know what that means by reactive when burnished. Maybe it would go dark. Almost need to take the full stack and just get some toconol and give it a good rub. Because, yeah, sometimes you can burnish on the top side of leather too, right? So I'm not sure what they mean, but it's too soft tempered in my opinion. I would never, see, that's the thing, is like I would never burnish an edge that's soft like that anyway, so I'm not too sure. Chromium is best for painting. Yeah, see, that's good to know. But I guess maybe it would depend on if there's a finish to it too. Yes, okay, so DN coming in with some wisdom here. Maybe it's reactive if you just rub the top side. So let's just try that. Oh, I gotta cut off a little piece of this shirt. Tired of grabbing the whole thing. So what I was kind of thinking was like it could be just the top side. Okay, so that didn't do anything. Let's try throwing a little toconol on it. I don't think it's the top side. I think they're talking about the edge. I'll just give it a quick little rub here. I notice no difference. Let's yeah, it's not even worth me putting a tool to the edge here. Like, look how thin that leather is, and it's so malleable, right? Like, not sure. I think if you got a thicker one, maybe a thicker piece, yes, the edges will burnish, I think. Yeah, and I think so too, but I don't think with that thickness, like, for one, would you even be burnishing that edge? Like, I guess maybe if you're sandwiching it between a firm tempered leather, you might go about burnishing it, but I personally never would. So that's kind of a useless thing to me, unless it was thicker. Okay, so this is, some chromes are burnishable as well. Yeah, definitely. And this is one here. So this is chrome tanned and veg retanned. So this is the Eagle line. This is a Latigo leather. So this is a combination chrome tan, retan, vegetable tan leather. Okay, so we got Latte. So this one's got like a semi-gloss finish to the top side. Whoa, that's got some nice pull up too. And it feels good too. It's like, it's grippy. It's got a tiny bit, I'm not even gonna say waxy. It just feels nice. That feels nice. Like you want to grab a bag made out of this stuff. Look at that flesh side. That's a refinished flesh side. So it's got some shimmer to it there. It is finished, so it's going to be nice and flat. You're going to have no extra material, fuzz, or fiber on that at all. That's going to be super clean. Okay, so the cemento. Let's see if this... So this is a grayish color tone. Let's see how the pull-up is on this. Let's actually do this first. Yeah, wow. Yeah, Theo, we can get them in any thickness. 4 to 5. Yeah, we could do 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6. We could do anything we want for this stuff. Okay, so that's nice. That's some nice pull-up for sure. This is shaping up to be a nice leather. I like this stuff so far. Waxy a little bit on the flesh side, obviously, because they've gone and they've refinished it. But that is some nice stuff. Atlantic. So this should be blue. It doesn't look that blue from your guys' angle there, but maybe if we crease it. Yeah, there it is. That's really nice. And this here is a 1.4 to 1.6. So this is a 3 to 4 ounce right here. 3.5 to 4 ounce. That's nice. I like that. It's like nice and dark and deep. And then Musco. I have a feeling that this is going to be a vibrant pull-up on this one. Do they do strap leather too? I got to figure that one out, because that's the thing, right? Is like if we can get this in an 8 to 9 or a 9 to 10 as well, why not, right? Yeah, I had a feeling this stuff would be vibrant. Look at that. That is so cool. I like this probably the best. I love that color. I like how it's like a little bit yellowish green. And then it fades back in nicely. Like some pull up sometimes. I just scratched my nail on it, so let's see. Yeah, you can cover that up almost right away. This is a nice leather. This is a really nice leather. I like this line a lot, actually. Eagle, baby. Eagle's shaping up. I like this, because like, look at that. I always say in the review videos, right? Like once rubbed in with time, your pull-up will fade back in again. And it definitely does with this stuff. A lot of leathers, it takes a minute, right? It takes a lot of rubbing. But like, that is unreal. I like that a lot. And it doesn't feel like crinkly and cheap. It feels nice. And even this, okay, so this is another thing. When you get that pilled top side like this, right? This rubs out. This is like self-healing leather. This stuff is nice. See, like totally gone. Very slightly waxy to the touch on that top side. Flesh side waxy as well, but it's finished. It's refinished, right? Okay, so on to the next one. I want to mark this one specifically because I really like this one. Mid to firm temper. Yeah. I'd say more on the mid side for sure. I'd say soft to regular temper. If you got this stuff in a full side, it'd be soft to regular. So maybe not mid to firm. I'd say soft to mid, actually. Yeah, you're watching me rub one out. Greasy. All right, bourbon. That's nice too. That's rich. That's a rich brown color. That's super nice. Yeah, it would be interesting to see how that would look after decades of use. The oils, in terms of them drying out, I'm not too sure yet. I got to see how this stuff looks in 10 years kind of thing, right? But I would imagine that I don't think they would. Everybody's so advanced with tanneries nowadays that I don't think they'd be putting anything in that was going to dry out super, super quick. Jeff says, have you looked into Chahine Leather Tannery from Mexico? They make some nice bridal leather, great for straps. Yes, I definitely have. Them and Herman Oak are the two that make really nice, consistent veg tans. I got a line on Chahine. I can bring some of that stuff in. I've just been working with Sapisi for so long with the veg tan, and they make such beautiful leathers. And the thing about Sapisi too is that, excuse me, they don't put a lot of oxalic acid inside their leathers. So, or they do, sorry. They have more oxalic acid in their leathers. So they don't burnish as dark as maybe Herman Oak, but they will last in terms of specific things like mold and decay and in those areas. They're going to last a little bit longer because they have the right formula. Whereas I think with a Herman Oak type leather, like, they'll last forever as well. Like, all these leathers will last forever, but a Herman Oak leather, like, a lot of people are putting their own glass burnished top sides on them. They're putting their own oils and their own colors and their own finishing products on them, right? So it's the top of the line leather for sure. And I imagine Chahine is up there as well, but it's just Sapisi for the time being that we've been working with, and that's all. So the black here, the black has pull up too. I don't think I've ever seen a black with pull up that goes brown. The pull up actually goes brown. I'm going to try and show you this. I got to get it at just the right angle for you. Like right there. You can kind of see it. That's cool. I like this line. I like this line a lot, actually. Eagle. That's up there for me. Eagle is getting 2 X's. What was the other one that was really cool? Well, the Renaissance line. That one was really cool. This one was interesting. The Sintra. That one will get 2. And then I'll go through these. Well, actually, these are the first ones we went through. The Avondale. This is the one that burnishes super dark. That gets 3 X's. That's just insane. That leather should be illegal. That's how nice it is. Shouldn't even be allowed. That's the kind of shit right there. That leather right there. You catch a kid behind a high school making a wallet out of that and he gets arrested. That's how nice that leather is. So the Baltimore line, I like this one. This is the one where they had the ombre effect with the colors. That gets 3 X's as well. We're on to something with this stuff here. This Pastores, that one gets 2. And then the Nature Buck. Oh wait, this is waterproof nubuck. That's kind of nice. Okay, well, we'll look into that a little further. What are we at for time here? Been live for hour 46 minutes. Just crushing it. Doesn't feel like it at all. You guys are fun to hang out with. But yeah, Chahine. Bridal leather, great for straps. Definitely is. And I definitely want to bring in everything. I want to have all of it available for you guys anytime you need it in the future. Okay, wait. Fargo. We've already done this one. Oh, that color is just, that one speaks to me. Yeah, we've done this one. The Fargo is a chrome 10. Yeah, I carry a couple of the Fargos already. Just the navy blue. Okay, so steer hide. We don't need to go through this one. This is just like your standard pebbled leather. Kind of just, you know, a staple for sure. But every tannery does it. Every tannery sells it. It's very important, but... Okay, so Pandora. I feel like we've done that one already. I love Sapisi. I have 2 totes on the go in Spade Red. Nice. I've just recently ran out of the Spade Red, sadly. I finally reached the end of it, so I gotta get more of that for sure. For sure. So this is kind of the same. We don't need to go through all of them because you guys are all busy. And some of them are just not really noteworthy. Suntory, okay, we've done that one. So, Herman Oak Natural Veg is tanned in a bath versus a drum, right? And there's a lot of European companies that do veg tan and they soak it for, I think it's something Oliver or something. I was actually like moments away from pulling the trigger on some of this stuff when I was moving my whole business a couple years ago. There's a company though that soaks their veg tan in baths, like in big vats, for like 364 days. So you can imagine it's just like insanely expensive, this stuff. Okay, so hunting number 10. Split leather, chrome tanned, a mixed retanned, suede type, tumbled with plush hand feeling and soft body. So I think this is just going to be your run-of-the-mill. Yeah, it's just your run-of-the-mill suede leathers. These are just split leathers. So any color you can imagine under the sun, in any thickness that you'd need. Great leathers for sure, but we already have the Nature Buck waterproof. We've got the waterproof in there. So I think that one's more of an interesting situation. So we got the Kansas line. So what do we got going on here? So this is corrected full grain leather, chrome tan and a mixed retanned. Finished based on waxes and anilines. Pull up effect and very reactive. There they go with using that word again. Sarah, if you're in here, you should see what that means. Reactive. So these look like they're going to emboss nicely as well with that dark emboss in there, right? Hair sniffing advisor to President Joe Biden says, what do the number of X's mean? That just means take it more seriously. That's all. The X marks the spot for like, go through these and pick out the ones that both you guys like, the ones that I like, that kind of thing. And then if I put 2 X's or 3 X's, it's just like, you know, take it more seriously. Take a better look at this kind of thing. Okay, so these are a firm temper. And this is chrome tan. Corrected grain leather chrome tan. Yeah, thank you, Sarah. You don't have to get on it right away, but just if you do come across that info, whoa. I didn't expect this stuff to have pull-up. Okay, so this leather here, it looks like a suede leather. Like it looks like a nubuck. It's got a waxy finish on it. Like a hand wax finish. Like it's like a super, super nice polished finish. I'll show you here like that. Like it's not really like overly glossy. And then obviously, look at that pull-up. That is insane. So the Latte, the Atlantic, that one doesn't have as wild of pull-up. They're more of a matte finish too. Let's see some Seidel. Yeah, hell yeah, I got Seidel over here for sure. I got one more of this, one more after this one, and then we'll go through some Seidel. And I'll save the last of this Lafarc for another day. So this is the Musco. Wow, that's nice too. So this is almost the same as that last one, but it's a little bit more matte finish, and the flesh side isn't finished on these. So there's the Musco. Bourbon. That's nice. I like that it's a matte finish too. There's a lot of dust on these things, like leather dust. I like that it's a matte finish. It's not glossy, but it does have high pull-up. That's really nice. And this stuff here, these samples are 1.6 to 1.8 mil thick, so that's a 4 to 5 ounce right there. So as you can see, that thickness there. These are nice. This to me is like what leather should be. You know what I mean? Like this is, sometimes you just look at a leather, feel a leather, or see a leather and you just instantly want to work with it. This is definitely one of those. That chestnut right there, that's just unreal. It's got that red undertone to it. Super nice brown flesh side. Doesn't look like, it looks like it's been refinished. These remind me of like OG. I know that a lot of you, or some of you rather, have been around excuse me, for OA, with OA in the past, and you've seen some of the Tasman selections that we've had. But these remind me of those. Like, look at that emboss. And the flesh side is just absolutely unreal. Mocha. M-O-K-A though, not like the drink mocha. So that's got a little bit of pull-up as well. Matte finish. That's actually nice. That's really nice. I like that. I'd make, like, can you imagine having a pair of boots made out of this? Or a pair of boxing gloves? And then the straight black. Okay, so mocha is, yeah, so that's a darker brown. I thought it was a black. It looks black, but it's not. Dark brown, solid black. I really, really, really like the Kansas line. That's cool. 2 X's on that one. Okay, so then we got the last one here, steer hide. This one looks standard. Full grain leather, chrome tan, synthetic retanned. Finish based on semi-anilines, nice touch, feeling semi-shiny. Basic. Run of the mill. No pull up. But they're steer hide, so they're going to be like that higher end type, right? Yeah. Yeah. I think Witty now and I are on the same wavelength. Kansas all the way. Nice bag leather. Yeah, for sure. Audrey, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's dip into some Seidel. So, we got a bunch of options here. And you know what? I've already gone ahead and I've ordered some of these for you guys. They're already in the works as we speak. But again, super, super nice leathers here. Really nice stuff. So there are some in here that were just bear with me a sec here. There's one sample book. Okay, we're good. There was one in here that I gotta kind of keep on the down low because it's like proprietary blends of stuff. And I wanna, there's like secret shit that I've ordered that I want you guys to see. You know? That's triple X. I like that nice bag leather. That's triple X. What are you talking the Kansas? Triple X for the Kansas? Audrey? Because I'm thinking that too, to be 100% honest. I'm doing it. I hope you're talking about that one, because that's the one I'm leaning towards that too. Okay, so what we got here. Bootlegger dark brown. This is a 9 to 10 ounce leather. This stuff is unbelievable. Like, look how thick that is. Right? Wild pull up. Super, super like firm, super firm stuff. Really nice flesh side, super nice flesh side. So I'll let you guys in on a little secret here. I'm doing a full line of belt strapping as well as leather. Like there's going to be leather available in the thick weights as well, but I'm doing a full line of belt strapping leather from Seidel. And I'm pretty sure Bootlegger Dark Brown is one of them that's coming in. So that's exciting. So that's a really cool one. This one is Cheyenne Aged Bark, 6 to 7 ounce. This one's a little bit more of a softer temper. Super nice though. 6 to 7 ounce. So you've got a really thick leather there. I don't think you can see it. There we go. Super thick, super nice, really rugged. This one here, we got the Cherokee Waterproof Aged Bark, 7 3/4 to 8 1/4 ounce. Those are specific ounces. So this one here, you got lots of pull up as well. This is a what? There's 7 to 8 ounce thickness. So this would make a really nice. These would make really nice straps, to be honest. Like bag straps. These would be unbelievable. Even belts for sure, but bag strapping, this would be so nice. Okay, then we've got the Cherokee Waterproof Black, 7 to 8 ounce. That's just standard. I'm pretty sure I've had this stuff in before. That's the matte black. Black, same thing, 6 to 7. Really nice. Like, again, it's like a firm temper. So that's really cool. Just got to refresh the chat here. Okay, so we got that. We've got the Lager Oil Tan Red Dog, 7 to 7.5. That's a nice leather. It's like pretty standard, nice feel, clean flesh side. Lager Oil Tan Black. This is the one that I've had. And this is beautiful stuff. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Super thick. Super nice. Standard. These are all standard colors. But they're nice and thick for strapping. And yeah, Audrey, I'm glad you agree. That's the one that I gave the XXX on for sure. Okay, so then we've got another Black Latigo. Corrected grain. Standard strapper matte. So then they have like different finishes of their blacks, right? So you've got like the high gloss, mid gloss, and matte. So that's all preference, right? Like you can do whatever you want. You got the 7 to 8 ounce, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, and 9 to 10. So these are your strapping leathers for sure. These are your belt leathers. Like this is like hard as a rock. Finished flesh side. They're doing really cool things over at Seidel. I'm really, really happy with them. They're doing some cool stuff for sure. Okay, so now you've got some braid Latigo Cognac, 6 to 7 ounce. That's just your nice traditional Latigo. Again, it's a firm temper, quite like really firm temper actually. If you told me this was a veg tan, I would believe you. It's very nice stuff. And then the Merlot, same thing, really nice. Super clean flesh side that's been refinished. Will I ever carry Latigo 13? Is that by Seidel? Oh, 13 to 15 ounce. Yeah, definitely. I definitely can get it in. I haven't had a lot of demand from a lot of people that have wanted it, so I haven't brought it in for that reason. But I can definitely bring it in anytime. What color would you be interested in if I did bring it in? Okay, so this is 8 to 9 ounce. That feels thicker than an 8 to 9 ounce, but you've got like a really nice shiny top side. Everything's locked into place with that. These are your strapping type leathers for sure. And then I'll get to the thinner ones that they have too. French roast. So you got a nice medium-ish brown. Oh, that one is pull up. That's kind of nice. Very dry on the top side, right? Like it's not waxy, not oily to the touch. Finished flesh side as well, so it's very clean. Try and give you a little angle here. Doesn't want to play the game. Okay, that's fine. So then we've got English combo tan, 8 to 9 ounce. Right? Quite firm for temper. Been looking for really thick belting leather, light tan, and black. Okay, well, yeah, I will definitely see what I can do. But it's available, right? Like I can get it. I can bring it in. I can also have it made. I just haven't gotten around to carrying a lot of super thick leathers yet. So this one is New Rio Latigo. So this here, you've got that nice caramel brown color. Semi-gloss finish on the top side. Non-waxy, non-oily. Very nice, soft flesh side. It's not refinished, but it's, you know, just really nice overall. This one's more of a natural. Yeah, infused veg honey. So this is a 5 to 5.5 ounce. I have this stuff available. I don't think, actually, I may not have it available, but I do have some left over. I've got some kicking around in here. And this was nice. This was nice stuff. It's sold out pretty fast, actually. This one, okay, this one's beautiful. This is the Latigo Sienna 5 to 5.5 ounce. Like you can see that natural marbling in there. Love that. Love to see that. Flesh side, very clean, very nice. This stuff would burnish like a hot damn too. Be unbelievably nice for that. You got a nice little semi-gloss finish on the top side. This one's one of my favorites. I might have it coming in as well. I'll have to double check that, but actually, did that one have any pull-up? Yeah, it does. Holy shit. Skipped right over it. So that has nice pull-up as well. That's really nice. That's really nice leather. I like that a lot. I'm impressed by that. Latigo Burgundy, 6 to 7 ounce for this stuff here. Looks great, that brown. Yeah, I agree. That brown was nice. Okay, so the Burgundy, this is a 6 to 7 ounce. It has pull up. This is a traditional Latigo. Like this is what the Rawlings Latigo that I have in right now. It looks and feels exactly like this. Would you ever bring in Herman Oak? Yeah, I have brought it in the past. Yeah, I would consider it. I have a couple of reasons why I would maybe lean towards not bringing it in, but one of the reasons being that having Sapisi already is kind of, I want to work with them, and they have beautiful leather that not a lot of people in North America really even know about. That would be a reason, but I'm not closed off to the idea. I have worked with Herman Oak in the past. I've brought in leather from them 4 years ago. I was working with them quite closely, but so yeah, it's possible for sure. Yeah, this is nice leather. I really like this stuff. So this is Holster Flex Whiskey Brown 9 to 9.5. Holster Flex. That's nice. And it's it's whiskey brown. Whoa. So this has pull up in like a burgundy tone. I can kind of show it to you there. Right there. Yeah, nice stuff. Yeah, the tooling veg tan for sure. That's from Herman Oak. That's something that I would definitely bring in. Yeah, let me see what I can do. Let me see. You've rekindled my thought process with it, so I'll definitely go down that path again, and I'll see what I can get going over there. Okay, this one here, this is the Latigo Chocolate, 6 to 7 ounce, finished flesh side, beautiful top side, glossy finish. Really nice stuff. This will burnish like a hot damn as well, for sure. Like, that'll be just beautiful stuff. Golan says, I'm pretty new in this leather business. Do you ship internationally? I sure do. I ship all over the world. Anywhere you are in the world where you can accept a parcel, I can ship to you. Latigo Chocolate, 6 to 7. Yeah, that's beautiful stuff. Combo Havana. So this looks like a dark brown, almost like a black. 5 to 5.5 ounce. No pull-up. But this is going to do, I can tell this is going to do great things in its life. You know what I mean? It's like seeing potential in somebody. That's what I see in this leather. I feel like this would patina nicely over time, for sure. Next up, we got the Latigo Hershey. That does look like Hershey chocolate. I'm not going to lie. That's perfect. That is nice. Tiny bit of pull-up. And yeah, thank you. I'm happy to talk about that kind of stuff too, anytime. Any questions that you guys have on supplies, on anything at all. That's kind of the whole point to me doing these streams, is to get back onto the ground with my boots, you know, and start making stuff again, finding new things in the industry that are fun. Because like what happens is I was doing custom leather work for the longest time, and I switched over to the supply side because I just couldn't find anything that I wanted to use. Right? But now that I've been out of it for so long, I need to figure out what it is that needs to be used again. And I have so many of you beautiful people that are looking for stuff all the time, and you're more into it than I am these days in terms of making stuff, that this is my way. These streams are just my way of, you know, hey, if I've got some time, let's jump on a live, connect with you guys and see what it is that you're interested in. And then this is cool too, like going through these samples, getting to, you know, go through all these options with you and pick your brain on what you're interested in. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Latigo Russet, 9 to 10 ounce. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff there, for sure. That's super nice. Very clean flesh side. Thick. Okay, we got one more little swatch to go through here. Okay, so these are thinner. These are 5 to 6 ounce. Are they all 5 to 6 ounce? Seal brown, double shot British tan. Unbelievable. Whole pile of sniffables. You know what's funny? I can't smell anything anymore. When I come into the shop in the mornings, I'm just around it too much, right? I've gone completely smell blind to it. I can't smell anything anymore in here. Sometimes I'll get a whiff. Like if I'm going on a vacation and I come back, I'll smell it for like 10 seconds. But I can't smell the smell of leather anymore. It sucks. Lick it. Honestly, super cool that you do streams like this. I usually just lurk while I'm at work. Never see anybody doing leather streams of any variety on YouTube, for sure. And that's why I watch streamers and I lurk around and I watch podcasts and I do all that shit too. So I wanted to just be able to come on and do a live stream. And for the majority of the time, I'm going to be doing leather work, right? Like I'm going to be into projects and making stuff and having fun fooling around with different things. But that's the whole point, man. That's the whole thing. Okay, so this here, we got the double shot British tan. Unbelievable. Okay. That's a little bit. That, you know, come on. We don't need to be doing that in here. Yeah, you're rocked out of the channel. Get out of here. Yeah, so double shot British tan, beautiful stuff. 5 to 6 ounce, finished flesh side. Doesn't get any better than this kind of thing, you know? Holy. Nice pull up. This is the natural. What are you doing? What are we talking about here? What are you doing? Just going and creating different accounts? Jeez, get a life. All right, double shot natural, double shot sand. Upshot sesame, that one's cool. These are all 5 to 6. So this is like a really nice line, I guess. The big shot, double shot, upshot. Whoa, look at that. That's pretty unreal, actually. That's cool, the burgundy there. Oxblood double shot. Really cool. Really cool stuff. So they do, obviously they do thin leathers too, all the way down to whatever thickness. Seal brown. Double shot black. I like this a lot. I always like it when the top side is black and the flesh side is brown. For some reason, that's like super classy, in my opinion. I've always really liked that. This one here, the Red Ranch shot. That's more of just like a burgundy, but it is really nice as well. This one's just straight black. Hot shot black. That is hot shot-ish. That is nice. Whoa. It's got like a green pull up to it. I don't know if you guys can see that. Sea pine. Look at that. That's really cool. I like that a lot. And then this one is blue, hot shot blue. That's cool too. Sea pine, nice too. Yeah, for sure. So these ones are nice. I like all those new Seidels. Kelp green, black green vibe. Yeah, for sure. I like all of those. I like all those Seidel options for sure. I think that's cool. But yeah, no, I want to, I got distracted by someone in the chat here just being an idiot. So had to rock them out of here quick. And then they created another account and I had to rock the second account. So, super cool. Usually, blah, 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 blah. I usually do, blah, blah, blah. Started dabbling in leather for about 1.5 years now. I have an account with oil leather. I need to get better understanding on the type of leather that is best for my project, for sure, Sheila. And that's where it all takes time and it's preference, and there is no right and wrong. You do whatever you want to do. You can make whatever you want to make, you know, and you'll find it, right? Like that's half the fun. That was half the fun for me in the beginning. Is like, I know I shouldn't be making a full-blown wallet out of 5 to 6 ounce leather, but I really like this stuff and I think it'll be cool, you know, so you can just kind of do whatever you want. I think I'm going to get a whole mystery roulette here soon, waiting to get back from the work trip, but I'm excited. Nice to hear that. That's awesome to hear. Yeah, you guys like that oxblood a lot, eh? And the sea pine. Yeah, those ones were cool. Yeah, Seidel they've just been like sneaky. They've been sneaky with it lately. But they do have really nice stuff for sure. But that's, yeah, so we'll do another one of these in the future. I think I'm going to kind of call it there. There's a lot of cool options here, and there's a lot of cool options out there. There's so many things that are just, a person's got to just take the time to figure out what they want to use, and it's like, once you see these leathers too, it's like, I've been inspired already by half the leathers that we've gone through here to make stuff. And I got a lot of cool leads here for future products as well. So, really happy to have done this. Thank you guys for coming in here. This has been an absolute blast. Lawrence asks if the Nightmare Black is coming back in soon. Cheers. Yes, Definitely. I'm ordering that up right away. It's going to be here back for sure. That's a leather that is going to be, I'm going to carry that one forever until the end of time. So yes, good question. I will be bringing it back. Love when the pull-up is low-key different than the top color. I love that too, when the pull-up is a totally different color. Good chilling with you again, blah, blah, blah. Horsehide, blah, blah, blah. Have I read these? Good chilling with you again. See you next time. Absolutely. It was nice seeing you in here. It was nice seeing all of you guys in here. This was a lot of fun. The next one I do is probably going to be a leather working stream. Like, I'm probably going to finish off that messenger bag. And then we'll take it from there. If there's anything else that you guys want to see in future streams, drop a line anytime. You know, I'm open to doing just about anything on here with you guys. So let me know. Horsehide, yep. Sometimes there are horsehides. DHF from Horween is horsehide, double horse front. So I got some of those. Look forward to more streams. Absolutely, me too. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day today. And thanks for stopping in. Thanks for all of the very kind words and for spending time with me this afternoon. And we'll do another one soon. And until then, have a good rest of your day, guys. And I'll talk to you in a bit.